and welcome back to another Everything Dentistry DAT tutorial video. Today we're going to be talking about the hole punch section on the perceptual ability test and the main strategy that's going to help you solve these questions very quickly. And that strategy is called the Tic Tac Toe method, as you can see that I've drawn right here. Basically, it's 3 lines crossed by another 3 lines to represent a space for each of the possible holes that could be punched. Another key to these kind of questions is that you really need to picture how and have a good grasp on how these pieces of paper are folded, how they're punched, and what it's going to look like when the piece of paper is unfolded. So having that in mind, let's kind of walk through this problem using this tic-tac-toe method. So first we're going to see that we have a piece of paper folded diagonally, and then you have this tip that's going to be folded downward. So that is our folding. We see that it gets punched right in this folded tip part. So using this method that we have here, we're going to first put our very first spot right here, because that's the spot that corresponds to this first hole punch. Okay. So now we need to picture how it's going to be unfolded. So the first unfold is where this tip is going to come right back to its initial position up here to form this. So if you can picture on this triangle here, we had this initial hole punch here, but we unfolded it, right? And we unfolded it in such that it was a straight line. So it's a straight line coming right here. So we're going to have another hole going to appear right above it. Just like so. Okay. So now we have 2 holes there after the first unfold. So we're going to keep track of that in our tic-tac-toe. So there we go. Now we have only one more fold, and that would be a diagonal fold. So when it comes to diagonal folds, you have to keep in mind that the resulting holes will kind of be across this way, like this. They go across the diagonal, which can be sometimes kind of confusing for people, but if you just keep that in mind, then you shouldn't have any problems. So unfolding it from there will give you a hole here and a hole here, giving the correct answer to be B. So really these types of questions, in our previous videos we've talked about using the answers like in the angles. This question is much more about using the question and really paying attention to where the holes are being punched and how the paper is being unfolded. And one thing that I would really suggest, if you can't really conceptualize how these pieces of paper are being folded, if you're stuck on one that has kind of an odd folding, take a post-it note and actually punch a hole in a piece of paper and do the foldings. I know I did that when I first started out with these problems, and it really helped me conceptualize how these problems worked. And that's okay. If you need to conceptualize something, that is all the more power to you, because if you can physically see how it works, your mental visualization of these problems becomes a lot easier and a lot more accurate. So that's all I have for today. If you have any questions about this section or other sections on the DAT, or even specific questions, please send me an email and I will go over that question in another video. In addition, please comment and leave a like and subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you again soon.